Good morning. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday season. Dr. Peter Glidden here, your steadfast advocate for help. Thanks for tuning in and turning on. Today we're going to talk about metaphysics. We talk about metaphysical subjects every Thursday if we have the ability to do it, and today we do have the ability to do it. Metaphysics, of course, is that stuff which is outside of the ken of conventional medicine to be able to understand, conventional science to understand. Metaphysical phenomena are outside of the bounds of conventional science to be able to understand or measure. Consciousness itself is a metaphysical experience. Love is a metaphysical experience. The way that the body works autonomically, all by itself, all of the time, regulating millions of metabolic functions, is a metaphysical experience. But MDs especially turn a blind eye towards these phenomenon, and they write it all off as a fiction, and they will tell you that the body is able to get things done because of evolution, but they won't be able to define for you that mechanism. Nor will they be able to tell you how it all started in the first place. They would have you believe that consciousness developed from an antediluvian swamp by a passing thundercloud that sent a lightning bolt into a biochemical soup, into a soup of amino acids, and somehow that electrical charge started life. And then life evolved from that. And consciousness itself, to the MD, is a function of biochemistry. Consciousness does not exist outside of biochemistry. Your biochemistry defines, describes, and generates consciousness. And that when you die, it's lights out, game over, consciousness goes away. There is no such thing as God. There is no such thing as a spiritual force. This is what the MD believes. And this is what informs the therapeutics that they generate, and this is why in MD land nothing gets cured. Symptoms simply become managed because the MD is of the belief that the body does not have the ability to fix itself. And it is just a bag of biochemicals waiting to break. And when it does break, it's the doctor's job not to fix it, but to manage it. This, of course, is quack medicine. It is ridiculous. But it is the norm here in the 21st century. Today I'm going to talk about meditation. We've spoken about this before, but I want to have this little segment available for my advocates on my new website. We have a brand new website for the last few months, glidden.healthcare. Check it out, glidden.healthcare. It's where you need to go. One-stop shopping for all things holistic. Glidden.healthcare, where I will define and describe for you science-based, clinically verified therapeutics to assist in the recovery of your health. Therapeutics that actually work. It's not a flavor of the month, brand new herb just discovered on the slopes of Mount Kilimanjaro. This is science-based, clinically verified, based on pragmatic research and verified through clinical experience of myself and my colleagues. I help you to understand what you can do with specific action steps in order to get involved in the game of healing. And this is a very important thing. Glidden.healthcare is where you need to go. Bookmark it and send it to everybody in your life as a Christmas present. I can't think of a better Christmas present, if I do say so myself. No brag, just fact. The fact of the matter is that we suffer needlessly. If you're dealing with a chronic illness, you don't have a bad gene, you have a bad doctor, you've been given bad information, and you have no idea whatsoever as to what to do in order to help your body recover its health. I do. My colleagues do. That's our job, and we're good at it. So if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, then go to glidden.healthcare, become a Dr. Glidden advocate, and educate yourself about the simple steps you can take to get into the game of healing, which is a good game to play. Better than golf. Imagine that. I just said that out loud. Did I just say that out loud? I did. Wow. In any event, meditation. Consider an ocean. If you've ever been a snorkeler or a scuba diver, or if you've ever just jumped into the pool, you've had the experience that the deeper down you go into the water, the calmer and the clearer, well, the calmer everything becomes. There can be a hurricane blowing over the surface of the ocean, but if you go 10 feet below the surface of the ocean, you're not going to feel the wave action. The deeper you go, the calmer it gets. The surface can be turbulent and massively confused. Lots and lots of stuff going on. Waves and wind, and oh my God, it's bad. But you sink a few feet below the surface, and son of a gun, it's a little calmer. And the deeper you go, it's more calm, and the deeper you go, it's more calm. This is a very apt metaphor for the mind. Now, the mind is an interesting subject to think about. If you want to see your medical doctor's head explode, ask them to describe and define for you what the mind is. They won't be able to do it because they don't have an active ideation of these things. It is completely outside of their wheelhouse, and so they will obfuscate and they will fumble and then they will give some BS answer. But because they have a white coat on and a stethoscope around their neck and they're talking to you in the middle of a multi-million-dollar high-tech facility, you will genuflect at the altar of their all-knowingness. This is why you will never ever see me wear a white coat. You would never ever see me wear a swastika. You would never ever see me wear a Ku Klux Klan hood. You will never see me wearing a white coat either, because a white coat is a symbol of the type of medicine in the world, which is the leading cause of death, the leading cause of bankruptcy. Anybody who wears a white coat is working for the wrong team outside of the emergency room. MD-directed medicine, of course, is best suited for emergency medicine, trauma, surgery when it's absolutely necessary. But that's it. But I digress. So the mind is an interesting subject to talk about, and most people don't really have any kind of conceptual understanding of what the mind is, or what the brain is, or what consciousness itself is, or where do thoughts come from and where do they go, and any of that stuff. This is quintessential metaphysics, right? When we are talking about the subject of the mind and the consciousness. And one of the problems that is inherent in this field of discussion is that concepts such as this can only be experienced, they cannot be proven. You could have an out-of-the-body experience right now, go up to the astral realms, what the Christians refer to as heaven, sit at the right hand of God, have a conversation, and know everything that there is to know about everything, including all of the secrets of life. And you could come back into your body, come back into the physical plane of existence, and you would not be able to prove that it had happened to you. And the MDs would write it all off as biochemical synapse firing in the brain because of an induced stress experience, and they're full of crap. Nonetheless, when we're talking about meditation, meditation can only be proven tangentially. We can look at the effects that happen socially when groups of meditators move into certain neighborhoods, and we can look to see what happens to the crime rate and to other social parameters. And the transcendental meditation people have in fact done this, and they've proven beyond a statistical shadow of a doubt that when meditators start meditating inside of their neighborhood, it changes the way that things happen inside that neighborhood, because we're all connected to a certain degree Quite frankly, from my point of view, we're all connected to a remarkable degree. We just are not aware that we are. Thoughts are interesting. Thoughts can be generated by the mind, and thoughts can be received by the mind. You can think thoughts on your own, and you can also be influenced by the thoughts of others. This is why people who are involved in serious meditative disciplines, yogis, right? People who are involved in serious meditative lifestyle choices leave civilization and go into the mountains, go into the woods and meditate. They'll dig a hole in the ground. They'll take up residence in a cave. One of the reasons that they do this is to shelter themselves from the thought vibrations of the rest of humanity. Because when you are attempting to meditate, you are not attempting to control the mind, you are attempting to transcend the mind, to detach from the mind, and to sink into your true nature, which is that of a spirit. The basic fundamental foundation principle here is that we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. The process of meditation intends to draw this curtain back little by little, by little, by little, by little, until your true nature, that of an eternal soul, shines through. It's kind of like taking the mud off of a diamond. The basic understanding here, which informs all meditative disciplines, is that you are a spiritual being having a physical experience. The physical experience has made you forget your true nature, which is of an eternal soul, a spark of the divine, and it is the process of meditation which attempts to uncover your true nature. It is a fascinating experience that we're going to talk much more about in the next segment. Thanks for tuning in and turning on. Stay tuned.
Cause of death of babies and disabilities for children. That's why we support the March of Dimes to help mothers have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment and outreach to help moms during their pregnancy and give every baby a healthy start in life. Learn how you can help at marchofdimes.org.
Still wondering what to get that special someone that has everything? At ID Stronghold, we still find that a huge percentage of people do not yet have an RFID blocking wallet or purse to protect them from the new and growing threat of electronic pickpocketing. That's right, even though 40% of all new chipped payment cards shipped in 2014 contain a wireless interface called RFID that allows the account information to be skimmed by a thief passing near your cards, most people are still unprotected. The good news is that ID Stronghold makes luxurious leather wallets and other products that prevent this. ID Stronghold founded the entire RFID protection industry and has been protecting the RFID chips in government and military ID cards for over a decade. So go to idstronghold.com and get that loved one a stylish leather RFID blocking wallet or clutch. That's idstronghold.com. After all, wallets and purses have always been a great gift. Now they are an even better gift. Visit idstronghold.com today.
If you're like me, you're concerned about the stock market and the economy. You're asking the questions, but it just doesn't seem that you're getting the right answers. Well, my friends at the Wealth Preservation Institute not only have the answers, but they've put together a free report, How to Survive the Upcoming Economic Collapse and Protect Your 401ks, IRA savings, and retirement income. Don't hesitate. This report's for free for a limited time by calling 888-772-2929. That's 888-772-2929. Take back your financial lives today.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich? Working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare? Having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom106.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom, the number 106.com. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom106.com.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health. Thank you for joining me here on Metaphysical Thursday. Today we're talking about the misunderstood concept of meditation. Okay, so when you are involved in an authentic meditative discipline, the intention is to separate yourself from the stream of thoughts and to sink deeper and deeper and deeper into the mind, ultimately transcending the mind. And when you transcend the mind, even when you do just a little bit, remarkable things start to happen in your life because you touch on your true nature, which is that, you are a spark of the divine, quite frankly. This is what all religions teach. And by the way, in his annual encyclical, 5 years ago, I believe, the Pope, the Roman Catholic Pope, advised Roman Catholics all around the world to embrace the theory and the practice of yoga, and that yoga and meditation, if properly applied, could make you a better Catholic, Isn't that interesting? So this is not an Eastern phenomenon. Meditation is not an Eastern phenomenon. It has been brought to the world stage by Eastern religions, but it's like nutrition. It doesn't matter who discovers nutrition. Everybody needs the right nutrition, regardless of race, age, creed, or color. Well, it's the same with meditation. If you are a Hindu, if you're a Muslim, if you're a Buddhist, if you're a born-again Christian, if you're a Catholic, if you're a Baptist, if you're a Protestant, it doesn't matter. If you're a Mormon, and you learn to meditate, it will ostensibly make you a better person and more grounded in your particular religious discipline. So in any event, the process of meditation has many different aspects, and there are many different techniques to meditate. I think that the best meditation technique to begin with is referred to as Shuddhi. It is what Zen meditation was based upon, and it intends to help the practitioner to detach from the active turbulence on the top of the mind and to sink deeper and deeper and deeper into the mind, approaching closer and closer to your true nature, which is the wellspring of all inspiration, all art, all intuition. It's a good place to hang out. Now, here's an interesting exercise that I want everybody in the listening audience to do. All right? All right, here we go. I would like everybody right now to think of a tiger. All right, think about a tiger. Okay? Okay, very, very good. Good job. Now I want you to think about an iceberg. I want you to think about an iceberg, a giant iceberg in the ocean. You got it? You got the iceberg? Okay, very good. Now I'd like you to think about a field of daisies in full bloom. A field of daisies in full bloom. All right, were you able to do that? Good. First you thought about the tiger, then you thought about the iceberg, then you thought about the daisies. This proves that you are in control of your thoughts. Because if you were not in control of your thoughts, you would not have been able to think different things. So, there is part of your mind which is able to actively generate and think thoughts. Interestingly enough, there is also another part of your mind which receives the thoughts of everybody else in the world, because we are, in fact, all connected. So, because you were able to think thoughts, this argues that there is a point, a center of gravity inside of your mind which is separate and distinct from your thoughts. You are in the control house. Most people don't really understand that they're in the control house, because who the heck thinks like this? Who thinks about these things? Well, you're thinking about these things right now, and it's a darn good thing you are. So the point, the take-home message here is that you are not your thoughts. You are separate and distinct from your thoughts. In the process of meditation technique that I'm going to teach you in the next segment after this commercial break is going to ground you deeper and more solidly in that part of your body mind which is separate and distinct from your thoughts. Fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to get down with perhaps one of the oldest meditative techniques available on planet Earth right now. It's called Shuddhi meditation. I'm very happy to be helping you to understand this territory, because even if you can get a tiny amount of facility here, your life will be rewarded a great deal. One of the oldest systems of meditation on the planet referred to as Shuddhi meditation. It's where Zen meditation came from. So the idea here is that you are not your thoughts, because you are able to direct your thoughts. Think about the tiger, think about the iceberg, think about the field of daisies, think about whatever you want. This is a direct indication, right, that you are in control to a degree of your thoughts. Now, this engenders a very interesting concept. Even though you are in control of your thoughts, being able to stop and direct your thoughts whichever way you want to is a very difficult phenomenon. And, the meditators of old have said that it's easier to stop the oceans and have control over the elements than it is to have control over your thoughts. In any event, the intention of this exercise and the intention of this kind of orientation is to just have you, perhaps for the first time in your life, consider the notion that you are separate and distinct from your thoughts, because you can direct your thoughts. So, this process of meditation intends to center your being, to focus your intention on the part of your body mind which is directing the thoughts. So, here's how to do the meditative technique, and this is being recorded. This will be available for advocates, Dr. Glidden advocates at glidden.healthcare. Sign up, become a Dr. Glidden advocate, and you will have access to this recording as well as hundreds of others that I have done, all of which are intended to help get you into the game of healing. Now, if you're driving down the road in an automobile, I don't want you to do what I'm telling you to do right now. You want to practice this meditation technique when you are alone in your house, somewhere, right, where you don't have to attend to anything and you won't be interrupted for 15 minutes. So, when you can find a free 15 minutes when you are away from other people, away from distractions, right, turn off the phone, turn off the radio, turn off the lights, and I want you to sit down in a chair. I want you to put both feet flat on the ground, and I want you to have your spine nice and straight. I don't want you to be leaning back in the chair, and I don't want you to be slouched over. I want your feet to be firmly placed on the ground, flat on the ground, and I want your spine to be nice and erect in a nice, comfortable seated position. I want you to put your hands on your lap. And if you're a woman, put your left hand over your right hand. If you're a man, put your right hand over your left hand. Rest them in your lap so that your thumbs are touching. Okay? And then just relax and close your eyes. And take 3 long, deep breaths. 3 long, deep breaths. Just in order to center yourself into this new special time that you're going to take, right? This is a separate and distinct time, just like breakfast is a unique time, lunch is a unique time, cocktail time, that's a unique time. Well, this is a unique time, meditation time. So you take 2 or 3 deep breaths just to kind of get yourself into the groove of the moment. Close your eyes. And then I want you to direct your thoughts. I want you to think about specific things. Think about whatever you want, right? Think about a tiger. Think about an iceberg. Think about a field of daisies. Think about whatever you want to think about. And while you are thinking these thoughts, and I want you to move from subject to subject to subject, I want you to attempt to center yourself in the part of your body-mind which is directing the thoughts. This is a lot like trying to tell somebody what a lemon tastes like, right? It's hard to do. You can draw tangents around it, but you really just have to experience what the lemon tastes like. There is a part of your body-mind which is directing the thoughts. And when you are being mindful of thinking different thoughts, you can ground yourself. Sit in that place inside your mind which is directing the thoughts. At least attempt to. And then when you have found this place inside your mind, even if you haven't found this place inside your mind, I want you to sit back. I want you to just watch your thoughts. I want you to stop attempting to direct your thoughts. I want you just to observe your thoughts. And when a thought pops up, you recognize it and you let it go. And then another thought will pop up. You recognize it and you let it go. And then another thought pops up. You recognize it and let it go. Now, normally what happens is when a thought pops into the mind, we run with it. So we'll be thinking about dinner, and we'll be thinking about what we're going to have for dinner. And then we think about what's in the fridge. And, well, do I have enough butter? Do I have enough cheese? Do I have enough hot dogs, right? You need to get the list, right? So a list starts in your mind, and then you start thinking, oh, son of a gun, I have to go shopping, and oh, son of a gun, I want to beat traffic, and oh, son of a gun, do I have enough money in the bank account, and oh, son of a gun, how long is it going to take for me to do it, and is the stuff going to get bad in the car before I get home? And all these thoughts, right, they just cascade, and you run with the thought. You follow the thought through. This is normally what we do. This is not what we're doing in this meditation. In this meditation, you detach from the thought. It's not easy to do. It's not hard to do. It's like learning how to ride a bike. You'll struggle with it and struggle with it and struggle with it, and then you'll get it. And when you get it, you've got it forever. So you sit in the part of your body-mind which was directing your thoughts, and then you just let it go, stay seated there, so to speak, and become the witness of your thoughts. There you are. You're grounded in that part of your body-mind which was thinking the thoughts, and you're staying in that part of your body-mind, witnessing your thoughts. A thought pops up, you let it go. Another thought pops up, you let it go. You don't follow through. You don't follow the line of consciousness. You don't follow the thought form. You don't think it through. You let it go. Tricky, but awesome when you can do it. This is the entire meditative discipline. You ground yourself in that part of your body-mind which generates your thoughts, and then you become the witness to your thoughts. A thought pops up, you let it go. Another one pops up, you let it go. You pay no attention to your breathing. Pay no attention to anything else. When a thought comes into your mind, you let it go. Tricky. But the more that you can do this, the more that you can gain facility here. The more that you do this, the more that you have an experience, a real, felt sense, right? That something that you are, in fact, not your thoughts. It's a very difficult thing to describe. It's a very difficult experience to describe, but the more that you do this, you become more solid and more grounded as a human being because you are not your thoughts. And when you can sit in the part of your conscious awareness, which is separate and distinct from your thoughts, you gain power and a certain sense of mastery. And this will have trickle-down effects on all aspects of your life. It's a very interesting discipline to do. And now, eventually, what happens here, many different things happen to many different people, but the take-home kind of broader perspective here of what the goal of this meditation exercise is to ground you more and more and more, deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into your body-mind. And as you get deeper, things get quieter, things get calmer, things get more still. And when you approach stillness inside your body-mind, simply by detaching from your thoughts, remarkable things start to happen. And even if remarkable things don't start to happen, you will experience more and more peace. You experience more and more moments of comfort, more and more moments of just, you know how you feel like after you've had like a really great massage, or, something has happened to you that's just been an awesome experience for you. It's like like all of a sudden at work, everything that you did came together and the result was generated, and then you were recognized by it from your superiors. And it's kind of like everything, all the stars align. Well, that's what this attempts to have you experience every day. And the more that you do it, the better you get at it, the more you want to do it, right? Because this is a good thing. And it feels good, and it generates nice results because your body-mind calms down, and you get stronger and more solid in your true nature. And, it's a wonderful thing to experience even a minute of peace, real peace. And I'm not talking about the peace that you feel when you wake up from sleep. That's kind of like this lethargic whatever. This is separate and distinct from that. This is a wide awake sense of detachment from your thoughts, which engenders often a relatively profound sense of peace, which then makes your rest of your life easier. Because when you hang out in the peace zone, more and more and more, you get inspiration, you get guidance, you get intuitive senses start to percolate to the surface of your life, and things change. It's almost as if, you are tapping into, by default here, your true nature. And, your true nature, regardless of what your religious ideation is that you are a spark of the divine, that there is a part of your being which is a spirit. And the meditative discipline, any meditative discipline, attempts to help you to uncover your true nature. And even if you can just get a little eeny, weeny, teeny piece of that, it would be reasonable to assume that that experience would have impact on the rest of your life. So practice this meditation technique. It's practice, right? Some days it'll be easy breezy, lemon squeezy. Some days you'll be fighting it. Some days you'll fall right into it. Some days it'll be a struggle. But nonetheless, practice does in fact make perfect. My recommendation, start out 15 minutes once a day, and then the more that you get into it, go to 15 minutes twice a day, and then 20 minutes twice a day, and then just run with it, baby. Run with it all the way into the land, dare I say it out loud, of self-realization. Finish it up with Dave and the Thumb when we come back. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, finishing out today's show, perhaps with Dave and the Thumb. Dave, always a pleasure to speak to you. How can I help?
Hey, Doc, it's always a pleasure sharing airtime with you. And happy belated birthday. Sorry I missed it. And back to the tiger, the iceberg, and the field of daisies. Wouldn't that put you in control of my mind at that moment?
Well, yeah, I guess it would, actually. That's interesting, isn't it?
Anyway, we got a gal that was 7 months pregnant. She was in a car accident, and she got to the hospital. I don't know what the injuries were, but they monitored the baby for about 8 hours, and apparently it didn't look good at all. And so they waited 8 hours to take that baby C-section, and I guess the baby was born with curled up hands and kind of in a fetal position, but the baby breastfed for the first 3 months, and then all of a sudden stopped. And then she was pumping and giving him the bottle, and then he stopped taking the bottle, and now a year later, the baby's a year old. He's got a feeding tube in his belly, and the brain surgeon, I don't know that they did anything yet, but they're scanning. They scan the brain, and there's white matter. It's something like cerebral palsy. I don't have all the details. I don't really know anything other than that, but they're looking for some answers. So I don't know if there's anything we can do, but
this is more inside of Dr. Wallach's wheelhouse, but I will give you my 2 cents worth, okay? But I would encourage you to call Doc on his radio show and ask him the same question. So here's the deal, right? When you get accumulation of stuff in the brain that shouldn't be in the brain, or stuff in the joints that shouldn't be in the joints, or stuff in the liver that shouldn't be in the liver, or stuff in the heart that shouldn't be in the heart, it's the first thing to think about is, well, the body doesn't have the raw materials that it needs to make the right stuff that should be there, and so it confabulates things and puts the wrong stuff in there because it's got to put something in there. So the first thing to do here is to nutrify the baby with the 90 essential nutrients. And my experience with feeding tubes and kids is limited. I would gainsay that you would just put the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the plant-derived minerals, the white liquid calcium, and the selenium appropriate for body weight into a slurry, right, and then put that into the feeding tube. A little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, and see what happens. I would also spray the plant-derived minerals on the skin of the child. I would spray them on the abdomen, right? Kind of away from where the feeding tube is. Spray them on the abdomen. Just the plant-derived minerals all by themselves, not the cherry mints or the kiwi mints. I would liberally spray that stuff on the skin 2, 3, 4 times a day, and I would put the proper amounts of Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the 90 essential nutrients into the feeding tube. The Ultimate EFA Plus, you're going to have to pierce the little capsule with a pin, squeeze the oil out in order to get that into the slurry that you're introducing into the feeding tube. I think Dr. Wallach might have extracurricular things to tell you to do here. But I would talk to him about this in order to try to dial it in. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I did speak with Leanne King last night. She said she would be putting frankincense oil on the baby's head and on his feet.
Yeah, that's outside of my wheelhouse. I don't know anything about that. But remember, the oils like homeopathics and like acupuncture are intended to stimulate different parts of the body to kind of wake up and do their job. But when they do wake up and do their job, they need nutrients to get the job done, right? The body can't make bone. The body can't make calcium. The body needs the raw materials and the 90 essential nutrients in order to get the job done once you've stimulated it, however you're stimulating it. So the foundation here that needs to be in place in order to maximize the effectiveness of other treatments like acupuncture, homeopathy, oils, is the 90 essential nutrients. I talked to Doc about the dosage schedule here and about how best to get them into this kid's body through the feeding tube. Keep up the good work, Dave, and everybody else in the world who is a Dr. Glidden advocate and a Longevity Nation member. I am your steadfast advocate for health. See you around campus. Until then, live long and prosper.
My dad was 59 when he collapsed from a heart attack late last year. Just this past August was when we spread his ashes on the St. Croix River. I loved my dad, but boy was he stubborn. He hadn't been to the doctor in over 25 years. His excuse? He simply couldn't afford it. He wasn't a rich man by any means. At less than $107 per month, libertyoncall.org would have been the perfect alternative for my father. Don't wait. Go to libertyoncall.org right now, for not just your sake, but for the sake of your loved ones. Again, that's libertyoncall.org.
If you or someone you care about loves outdoor adventure, then check out slingbow.com for some unique holiday gift ideas. That's slingbow.com, where we have some innovative new products for the archer, hunter, or bow fishing enthusiast in your family. Now through January, use the promo code HOLIDAY to get free shipping in the U.S. or Canada. And from all of us at Slingbow Industries, have a safe, joyous, and peaceful holiday season.
We've had an amazing year here at Supernatural Silver. We've truly enjoyed the fantastic response from thousands of people as they've tried our extraordinary product, and we're thrilled at the life-changing results people have. Our company email is continually full of happy, satisfied customers who thank us for the help they've received from Supernatural Silver. This holiday season, as you think of gifts to give your loved ones, consider giving Supernatural Silver, a gift that can help provide good health and wellness, a gift that can change lives and make a real difference. In a world where we are constantly exposed to dangerous health threats, give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance. Give Supernatural Silver. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the promo code HOLIDAY2015 for 20% off. And this holiday season, we wish you and yours the blessings of peace and good health from all of us here at supernaturalsilver.com.
911, what is your emergency?
There's somebody in my house. Hurry, please.
A home break-in happens every 22 seconds. Homes without a security system are up to 3 times more vulnerable to a burglary. That's why there's Simply Safe. In an emergency, our advanced wireless technology alerts police up to 10 times faster, and your connection to emergency services can't be cut because Simply Safe doesn't rely on landlines. Simply Safe costs less than half what traditional companies charge, just $14.99 a month, and there's no commitment to an annual contract. Protect your family with the highest caliber security. Go now to simplysafedefense.com and get 10% off with free shipping and a 3-year warranty. Hurry, and you'll also receive a keychain remote worth $25. Try Simply Safe for a full 60 days. You'll feel confident that your family is safe or your money back. Go to simplysafedefense.com right now. simplysafedefense.com.
What looks good under your Christmas tree and tastes even better? Big Berkey water filters. Yes, the gift of clean water. A gift that provides a great foundation for achieving good health in the lives of your loved ones. A Big Berkey water filter gives them protection from bacteria, heavy metals, chlorine, fluoride, pesticides and herbicides, VOCs and more. And best of all, a Big Berkey water filter is a gift that lasts for many years with no additional investment. And that saves time and money in filter replacements that other water filters require and are even powerful enough to purify treated, untreated, or even stagnant pond water. As always, all orders over $50 are shipped free, and GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Order online at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com, spelled Big, Berkey, waterfilters.com, or call 877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Gift well this Christmas. Give a Big Berkey water filter.
By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Block-It Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockItPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockItPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockItPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99 and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't pick on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.
Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
My dad was 59 when he collapsed from a heart attack late last year. Just this past August was when we spread his ashes on the St. Croix River. I loved my dad, but boy was he stubborn. He hadn't been to the doctor in over 25 years. His excuse? He simply couldn't afford it. He wasn't a rich man by any means. At less than $107 per month, libertyoncall.org would have been the perfect alternative for my father. Don't wait. Go to libertyoncall.org right now, for not just your sake, but for the sake of your loved ones. Again, that's libertyoncall.org.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common-sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.
A lot of people's lives and bodies are out of balance. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops optimize pH level and get rid of harmful waste and acid. Just a few drops in water restores vibrance and energy and gets you back in balance. Now order 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Sign up for monthly auto shipping and save 25%. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit goberkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states.
Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 Pain Relief Hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 Pain Hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.